Hey there, welcome to Turn Hill. Welcome to the place where we turn hill our way to self-love and unity consciousness. I hope all is well. Luck here. I'm not sure what this reading is. I got led to do a collective reading. I just did one for the week, so I'm not really sure why I'm being led to do another collective reading. So we're just going to see. Your guess is as good as mine, so let's get into it. I come to you, humbly God, thanking you for your divine guidance, providing messages of divine light, divine love, in accordance with your divine will. What is it that we need to know right now? What is the message that needs to come through? Thank you. It is raining outside, by the way, or drizzling a little bit. You have the Chariot coming out in a verse. Five of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Brick wall. This is an energy of stopping, but it's because there's an external influence that's causing this brick wall. Five of Pentacles. There's a brick wall, and I don't know who this is going to resonate for, okay? So just go with it. But it does seem like there's resistance, outside resistance that has nothing to do with you. It's leading to loss, it seems, with the Five of Pentacles. The reason why, with the Seven of Pentacles, the reason why there's a brick wall is because we need to take a break. This has been coming through a lot, more for other signs than others. More for one sign than other. Like Virgos, for example, they're getting that energy of taking a break to reassess. But ultimately, it feels like we are being led to a pivot. We might not realize that we're hitting a brick wall. Sometimes it's kind of hard to identify when we're hitting an actual brick wall, or when we are just meeting a little bit of resistance and we have to push through to the other side. It's kind of hard to identify that sometimes, right? So it seems like in this moment we might not realize that we're actually getting a stop sign, because we do have to switch gears. Okay. So with the Seven of Pentacles, take time out to assess, I guess over this weekend, take time to assess what it is that you really want. It just feels like it's a hard no. There's a path that is obviously coming off as a hard stop. This is not your path anymore. It might have felt like your path, but it's not your path anymore. Anything else? Ace of Pentacles coming out in a verse. Two of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, and Five of Wands. So it might have been something that felt like it was on the fence, like it could have went either way. With that Two of Pentacles, with the Five of Wands, it just feels like there was a lot of conflict surrounding it. Now at this point, there's a situation that you might be dealing with where you need to figure out if the juice is worth the squeeze. Is it really worth your energy to keep trying with this situation? For some of you guys it might be, but for some of you guys it's not. Either way, it is worth your time to stop and see if this is something that you really want to put work into. Some of you guys might take that pause and realize, yeah, that is something I want to put in work into. Some of you guys might realize, yeah, I don't want this anymore. Some of you guys, you need to pause so that you can reinforce your desire for the thing and continue on. Either way, it's like taking a pit stop and figuring out, do you want to keep going down this path, or do you want to change gears or change direction? The conflict is happening. If you want to continue on this path, then you're going to have to do it a little bit differently. There's a new approach that needs to be had. All right. And if you're choosing not to continue on this path, that's fine too. Then just make the decision to move out of the way. Right. That's what I'm getting. For some of you guys, with this 10 of Wands and a Page of Cups, it's coming through as a burden, but it's like, I really want this, but it's like so hard. I'm getting so much resistance. Is this worth it? Is the juice worth the squeeze here? That's only a question for you to ask, and I feel like that's the purpose of this reading. Just to figure out, for everyone to just ask themselves right now, where you are right now, what you're pursuing right now, how much is it worth it? Is it worth it to you? If so, if you take that time to, if the answer to that question is yes, then it'll help to revive your conviction so you have more energy to push through this burden. If you take that time out and the answer is no, then you can save yourself the trouble and move the f on, okay? Everyone needs to take time out and figure out if the juice is worth the squeeze with a situation that they're dealing with currently. There's no right or wrong answer to this. Some people, the answer is yes. Some people, the answer is no. And it's okay if the answer is no. Don't feel shame about having to give up on a path and moving on to something else. Don't be ashamed if you tried to manifest something and the manifestation didn't quite live up to your expectations. That happens all the time, right? Especially, let's say if you're like, oh, I want to have so much money, and then the money comes and you're like, all right, well, that didn't make me as happy as I thought it would, right? Things like that. So it could be something like that where you have to assess. Don't be hard-headed about it because you put so much effort into it. Figure out, like, okay, feedback loop time. How do I feel right now? Let's do a vibe check. Let's check in. How do I feel right now about this? Am I still happy? Is it still worth it? I might not be happy all the time in the pursuit of this journey, but is it still worth it? And with more information, the more you're pursuing something, you might realize you don't like the thing that you were pursuing as much as you thought. Or you might have even more of a burning desire for it. But either way, it's going to help to either revive your convictions or make you stop wasting your time and energy on something. All right, I feel like that's the overall lesson, the overall message here. I'm going to keep it short and sweet. What's the final advice? Two of Cups in reverse, Seven of Cups, and the King of Wands in reverse. Oh gosh, this is about to become a whole goddamn story. All right, so Two of Cups in reverse. It's coming out as an energy of something that feels like it's now no longer a part of your story, is what I'm hearing. Some of you guys need to walk away from a manifestation that is no longer a part of your destiny, is no longer a part of your story. This can be a dream that you were holding on to. We do have the Seven of Cups here. Some of you guys, you were going for something that was, it was an illusion of the dream, but it wasn't the actual dream, and it's getting major clarity about that. Some of you guys are stepping into more of an empowered state. So now your manifestations and your desires are just simply changing. All right, so just be wary of that, just holding on to dreams because you had them in the past. As you mature and grow, your dreams are going to change and grow. Your desires are going to change and grow. You might have asked for a specific type of relationship in your younger mind, and now with more information, you might want to refine that. So this is a time for refining your goals, course correcting, or reviving your conviction about this goal and taking a rest so that you can continue with the second leg of this trip. All right, well, that's it. I hope that this provided clarity to whoever needed this clarity. Thank you so much, and feel free to like, subscribe, share, comment. I'm your IG. Until we meet again, peace.